All right, so these examples I've got on the screen are examples of power to a power. So in this case, we've only got one base. The base is what? X. And I've got the exponent 3, so I've got x cubed being raised to the second power. So I've got a power being raised to another power. And so in this case, it's going to be x to the what power? Sixth. Right. When you have a power to a power like this, you multiply the exponents. Power to a power, you multiply the exponents. And so this one right here is going to be u to the 70th power. Okay? Now let's look at this one. Okay? You don't just do the x squared to the third. You also have to take the 2 and raise it to the third. So you ask yourself, what's 2 raised to the third power? It's 2 times 2 times 2. So what would that be? 8, good, 8. And then you got x squared cubed, which would be x to the 6th, good. Okay, let's look at this one. This one's a little harder. You've got negative 3 being squared. So what's negative 3 times negative 3? It's 9. And then you've got x squared being squared, so that'd be x to the 4th. Very good. Okay, on this problem, you've got 1/2 squared. That's 1/2 times 1/2, which is 1/4. And then you've got x to the 4th right here being squared. So you do 4 times 2, which is 8. So it'd be x to the 8th. The people at home are going to be impressed with y'all's ability to do 4 times 2 so fast. All right, let's do this one. Okay, so on this one, on 25, we've got a to the m power also being raised to the n power. When you have a power to another power, what do you do with the exponents? Multiply. So this would be a raised to the, and then you multiply the exponent, so it'd just be the mn power. Mn means m times n, doesn't it? Okay, look at 27. You got 3b to the s power being cubed. So you need to do 3 cubed. What's 3 cubed? 27. And then you need to do bs. Ooh, that's not good. bs. bs to the third power. So I need to do s times 3. So that'll be b to the 3s power. Okay, now 29 is a little harder because you're going to have to evaluate this term all by itself. And then you're going to have to evaluate this term all by itself, and then you're going to have to multiply those. Okay? So tell me what xm to the second power is. Well, it's going to be x to the 2m power, good. And I got to multiply that by, here I have 2 being squared, which is 4. And I have x to the n power being squared, so that's going to be x to the 2n power, right? But now I need to multiply these, don't I? Okay, now my base is the same. Here I have an x, and here I have an x, don't I? All right, now what's the coefficient in front of this x right here? What's the coefficient in front of this x? 1. A 1, good, so I've got a 1 here. So I do 1 times 4, and what is that? 4. And then I do x to the 2m times x to the 2n. Now, when you multiply things that have like bases, you do what with their exponents? Add. So this is going to be x, and you can't add 2m plus 2n and get an output, but you can just say 2m plus 2n. And so this is your answer right here. And you could even put parentheses around the 2m plus 2n if you felt like it, but you don't have to. Just so that they understand that that's the exponent. Okay, let's look at 31. On 31, I'm going to have to multiply, I'm going to have to evaluate x squared to the b power. And what will that be? X to the 2b power. Okay, and then I'm going to do this right here. So I've got x to the 3b being squared. So I've got a power to a power, so I multiply. 3b times 2 is 6. 6b. And so I've got x to the 6b power. Now, do I have like bases? Because I can't multiply these if I don't have like bases. Do I have like bases? I do. And so I'll say it's x, and then I got to add the exponents. What is 2b plus 6b? 8b. So there's your answer right there. Okay, let's look at the last one. On the last one, I'm taking 2x to the m and cubing it. So what's 2 cubed? What is this 2 right here cubed? No, it's not 2 times 3. It means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Because 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8. So I've got 8x to the what power? 3m. Yeah, you want to say the number first, 3m. And then right here, I've got x squared to the m power, so that's going to be x to the what? 2m. Because you just multiply a power raised to another power, you just multiply them, 2m. And now I need to multiply these. Do I have like bases? That's an x and that's an x? I do. So what's the coefficient of this x? 1. So 8 times 1 is 8. And then here I have x to the 3m times x to the 2m. I'm multiplying like bases, so I add their exponents to be x to the what? 5m power. That's my answer right there.